Hi, welcome to this video on area of a circle. So, how can you use the formula to find the area of a circle? Let's see. First, before we do that, we have to look at a quick review of the parts of a circle. So here is a circle, and when you extend from the center of the circle to the edge, that is called the radius. So the radius goes from the center to the edge. If you took two of those and put them together, you would get a diameter. A diameter goes from one side of the circle to the other side, going across the center. So 2 radii equal a diameter. So the formula for finding the area of a circle works like this. If you take pi, which is an irrational number we use for circles, and multiply it by the radius squared, you're going to get the area. In other words, or it looks like this. This is the formula you would see on a formula sheet. But to do that, you can do pi times the radius again. So it's radius times pi. So I try to remember that by using this little thing to remember. Apple pies are round. So A is for apple, it's for the area. Pi, R, round. And that's how I remember the formula for the area of a circle. So here are the steps to being able to correctly get the answer for the area of a circle. I'll let you look at those. So first, every time you should write the formula, and then you need to decide whether in the word problem or the picture, if they're giving you the radius or the diameter, because they'll give you one or the other in a problem. Then when you go to write out your work, you should use 3.14 times and the radius times the radius again. So you just write the radius twice, you multiply them. Then you want to use a calculator. That's your best bet. So put those numbers in the calculator, hit multiply, and then finally write your answer, and you may have to round, and then label your answer. So here's two examples. Here's the first example. In this picture, they're giving us the segment from the center to the edge. That means it's the radius. So here they've given us the radius. So the first thing we're going to do is write the formula. Then I'm going to write it out again, except this time I'm going to use the numbers. So for pi, I write 3.14, and I do radius times radius. So all these parentheses mean multiply. Then I put that in the calculator, and I get this number. So I write down the number, 615.44, and the answer is centimeters squared, because whenever I'm finding area, my answer is squared. I squarea my area. And now I'm done. I found the area of that circle. Let's look at a second example. In the second example, they're giving us a segment that goes from one end of the circle to the other. That's called the diameter. So when I write the formula, I notice the formula is for the radius. So I need to find the radius. So to do that, I take the diameter and divide it by 2, because half of the diameter is the radius. That means the radius of this circle is 4.35 feet. So now I can write my numbers. So now I write out the formula again, except this time for pi I write 3.14, and then I write the radius times the radius. And now I just put it in the calculator. And when I put this in the calculator, here's a picture of the calculator I used, and you see that there's all these numbers back here. Well, that's a lot for me to write, so I'm just going to round to the nearest hundredth, which is a pretty standard thing to do. So I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth, unless I'm told otherwise, and then I get this as my answer, 59.42. Now really, this equal sign should be a squiggly line, because it's really about 59.42 feet squared, but it's fine for now. So there you go, I found my answer. So there's two examples, and both of them said example 1, so I apologize for that. Okay, here's the steps again. I'm going to let you see this. If you want to pause the video and write any of these down for yourself to remember, you could do that now. So that was it. That's how you find the area of a circle. It's pretty simple. If you need any help, let me know. Thanks.